What's going on, folks, and welcome to another Scum video. I hope you guys are doing safe and well out there. So today I basically want to show you guys how I make a lot of fame very quickly from starting a fresh character, because having a lot of fame will enable you to respawn in certain areas, back to your bed. You could spawn in certain sectors or even on squad even, and you can use the fame to produce locks for base building. Now, this is going to be incredibly subjective, and I might even start doing some character build stuff, but like I said, it's subjective. There's reasons why certain people have certain styles, certain ways of how they play. You could be the camper, you could be the builder, you could be a demolition expert, you could be the guy or girl that just creates boxes and just runs around the map like crazy. There's lots of different styles here. So what I'm going to do, I've made my penis size all the way down to 3. That's the lowest it will actually go on there. So what I'm going to do is I've set it to 25. I'm as strong as I can be. And this is the build that I use, by the way. This isn't a specific build video out there. This is my build. This is just the way I do things. So I'm going to show you guys how to get a lot of fame very quickly, because it comes in very handy. So just set your character up however you want in this area, because the way you're going to get fame is you're going to be using skills with no skill. And let me show you what I mean. So let's go to next. I've set the name and everything. So looking at everything here, if you was to say, for example, put your handgun all the way up to advanced, you would obviously have a lot of points added onto your handgun, on your skill points in the game. So your fame isn't going to go up that fast when you're actually using the handgun. So what you want to do is keep a lot of the skills low. Now, what I tend to do, because I play on a hardcore survival server, I put my rifles to advanced, because I don't shoot that often. So I want that up there. I want that already to give me a bit of a head start. So I'm going to whack the running and endurance as far as I can take that, because you want to get as much as you can out of that. Now what I'm going to do is dexterity. I'm going to throw my stealth up there. Now, depending on what you're doing, you can actually whack your survival skill all the way to advanced, or you can take it down to basic and then at least have some awareness, or take your awareness down a little bit and have some camouflage as well. That doesn't really matter. That's not actually a part of this video. That's kind of just what I would do. Personally, what I would do is I would have my survival up as far as I can take that, because you can be as sneaky as you want without these skills, but they do help in certain areas. So what I'm going to do, if you've noticed, also just to let you guys know, I do tend to have my melee up to advanced actually. So let's just turn that down, because on the server that I play on, the zombies hit 1 to 3 hits, you're dead. So I like to have my melee and my rifles up. Now you can see that my handgun, my archery, and in my intelligence skills, my sniping is all the way down as well. Now when you're sniping, you basically gain fame when you're looking for a scope. That doesn't class a sight. Sights and scopes are completely different, but if you shoot a target for a scope, you're going to gain a lot of fame from it. So sniping, handgun, and archery are down low. So when I start using that skill, basically this skill goes, oh, you haven't got any points in this, you've just used it, let's give him a load of points, and eventually we'll slow down over time. Now as you can see, that's basically how I roll. That's basically my character. I'm not too fussed about major PvP, so I don't have to be too skinny. I prefer the strength because I like using my bows as well. So what I'm going to do in the next part of the video I'm about to show you guys, because we are obviously doing this in single player, I'm going to show you in a quick way of how they work. The handgun, the archery, and the sniping. And I'm going to show you how they will benefit you in getting a lot of fame. So let's just jump straight in. So I'm going to create that, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Right, okay guys, we're in. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I have already looted up and basically got what I would usually get if I was in the game. So let's just have a quick look at my inventory. So let's just say I've looted a bunker, and let's have a quick look in the inventory here. So this is what I use to get my fame up very quickly. So we got arrows, we have an improvised bow, we have the Hunter 85, and we have all of the ammo for it, and a scope. And these, you can find these quite easily in the game. And a pistol with a magazine and some ammo for it. So the pistol, the Hunter 85, and an improvised bow, and you can make your own arrows. For this one, obviously, yeah, I'm using wooden arrows here, so you can craft all of these things. Obviously, except for the M9 and the Hunter, but you can find them in deer stands. and everywhere else. But this is how I do it. This is how I gain the fame, because a lot of people do tend to ask from time to time, you know, how do you gain fame in the game? Well, this is how I do it. So first off, I'm going to put my Hunter 85 on there. Now, if I wanted to, I can use a suppressor, but right now I'm just not going to bother. So what I want to do is I want to reload the gun, reload the rifle like this. And I'm going to lay down. Now, let's just say, for example, now obviously you can see that I've spawned these puppets in here just for an example. So I'm going to have a look and just see roughly what the range is on these. Probably 150, 200, maybe more. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a look. Right, okay, so 230. So I'm going to hold left shift and scroll up. So let's go to... we'll stay at 200. We'll round it down to 200 meters. So if you look at the fame on the top right-hand corner... you can see it's only 4 because I did have to beat a Z up just before. But you can see here, if I go to this, sniping is on 0 out of 10,000. So you can see that I've got 0 sniping skill right now. You guys can see that. And you can see that my handgun is also at 0 as well. And my archery is also at 0. Whatever skills you have set to 0 is the ones you're going to gain the most fame in from the very beginning. Now, over time, that will slow down. So it will take longer to get the fame. So let's look through the scope. And we're going to take out one of these Zeds and see how much fame it gives us. Okay, so we've taken one down. That's instantly given us 23 fame. Now if we was to take out another one. And just shoot towards them, you can see the fame's going up. We're now at 57. And we're now at 89. This is just through shooting through the scope. And if we go back to intelligence skill, you can see our sniping has gone up to 1,599 points out of 10,000. Now, you can continue this. We'll just keep shooting towards the Z. Now, over time, like I said, this will go up. And I'll show you the other ones in just a moment. So, we're now at 131 already. And all we're doing is using the sniper. We haven't even gone to use the pistol yet. So, we'll just keep doing this for a second. Taken one out. 145 fame. I think we hit that as well. 151. So, we're going to reload it here. Now, obviously, you're probably not going to find this many puppets in one area. But over time, you will. We're 179 fame already. And all we're doing is shooting through a scope here. 185. I am now going to get the pistol. Put some rounds in it. And then put it into the pistol. So you can see 236 fame. 243. Now you could probably aim for these over here. I don't know if that's going to hit. I don't think that's going to work out too well, to be fair. So what I'm going to do, they're obviously all coming over to me now. So I'm going to go into this house here. So then they're all going to come up to the window now. So I'm just going to lure them over a little bit. Lure them over a bit more. So let's put some more ammo into the pistol for this. And you can see them coming over there. So if I shoot them, watch the fame on the top right. Let's get some more rounds in there. See, that fame is going up very nicely. And now we're luring all of the other puppets over as well. $348 fame already just from the scope and the pistol rounds. So I'm going to do one more go at the pistol rounds just to show you guys. And when starting on a server, I mean, having this sort of fame is pretty decent to have straight off the bat. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably have to run over to that building there. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to run a little bit earlier than planned. As you can see, there's a lot of puppets behind me. So let's just go over into this building. So they can't get in here. 369. Trying to lure them over a bit more. So you kind of get the point with the fame points there. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab the bow. And wow, there's a lot of puppets coming over here. This is actually pretty good timing. So now we're going to start using archery. Okay, so watch the fame go straight up with these two. As you can see. And depending on how many arrows you've got, you could just sit here forever doing this. Just getting that fame. And I think you get more points for the headshots. Yeah, you do. So you can see it's going up. And this is how I get my fame up pretty quick when I'm on the multiplayer servers. It's not hard to get the fame once you know how. And there's lots of other skills you can work on. I'm just using these three as an example of how I do it. So I hope that does help and gives you guys a little bit of an insight. Always work on the skills you haven't touched if you want to get the highest fame points straight away. So engineering, demolitions, stuff like that. If you want to do that sort of stuff, then work on those skills. Start from the bottom, work your way up. That's how I say it. So guys, with that being said, stay safe, peace out, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care.